catch yourself walking around feeling like Mr. Tin Man, immobile, like you can barely move after going so hard in the gym? Well, you need to stretch. I know it's not the most exciting part of a workout, but it is so important to prioritize stretching and recovery. That way you can show back into the gym better. Stretching is going to help with your mobility, help with preventing injury, and overall just help take care of your muscles. So today we're going to be doing like my go-to stretching routine from lower body with some upper body mobility drills in there as well. So let's get a mat. You'll need a foam roller for a little later, but we're going to start off here. So we are going to start in a seated position. What I want to make sure you pay attention to is your posture. You don't want to be slouched over. You want to like get yourself positioned to be sitting right on top of your hip bone. Your legs are going to be straight out in front of you. We're going to start with a flex foot, and we are going to reach over to touch our toes. If you have to stop here, that is fine if you do not have that flexibility range yet, but you should feel a pull on the back of your legs, so your hamstrings. So remember, you can touch like at your shins or your knee if you're getting it there. I'm able to reach on my toes. We're gonna hold this for a few seconds, take a deep breath in, and stretch into it a little bit more with the exhale. You're gonna go ahead and release, shake it out, and come back up again. In this stretch, do not concave over. You want to keep a pretty straight back here. So I will relax my back as I stretch down and coming back up. Feel free to do that a couple more times if you're really enjoying that stretch. I usually will do about 2 rounds of the stretch and then move on to the next thing. So next I want you to pop up one of your knees. I'm starting with my right knee, and I'm going to cross that over my left leg. Now I'm going to take my left arm and I'm going to brace at this knee. Some people will fully cross over, but it's okay if you just hold it here or there. Now we're going to take our right hand and place it behind, so really in line with your hip, and then strong arm pushing into the stretch. You should feel it really in your glute, your lower glute area going into your hamstring. You may feel a little bit in your lower back. As long as it's not a hard pinch, you can hold this. If you are feeling more of a strain, just limit your range of motion. You may not be that flexible yet, but as you continue to stretch, you will get more flexible. And again, I'm going to stretch into this, deep breath in, deep breath out, stretching into it a little bit more. Nice gentle release. I'm going to do the reverse, the opposite. So just same arm, same leg, crossing into this. I am applying a little bit of pressure because I'm trying to also stretch into that hip. Release that back over. I'm just going to reverse it. So next we're going to move into what I will always call the butterfly stretch, because it just makes me think of when I used to teach dance to little ones, and I would call this the butterfly stretch. So bringing your legs in, feet touching. Again, you may have to wiggle just a bit to make sure you are sitting up high in your hips. And I do like to just kind of bounce my legs just to warm up a little bit for this. Now I'm going to hold at the ankle, and then with my elbows on top of my knees, as you can see, I'm gonna push just gently down. Again, just push gently, gently, gently. It's gonna be stretching your adductors, your hips. Here, and hold, release. Only holding for a few seconds. You do not need to strain yourself when you're stretching. So using like your arms is gonna help a little bit with that one, because it's gonna deepen that stretch for you. Nice deep breath in, nice exhale out will help you continue to stretch into that motion. We are going to go to our backs next. Starting off with our right leg, go ahead and pull that knee into your chest and stretch out your left leg. I love just laying in the stretch. I can be here for a bit. It's just perfect. I like to also just open up the stretch a little bit. So just taking your hand on your knee, pulling it outward. You can use that other arm outstretched to counterbalance if you need that. Pull your knee back to center, and then you're gonna cross your body. So just cross it over nice and gently, and again, reaching that arm out to counterbalance. Sometimes when you do this, you will get like a little release in your lower back. These type of stretches are good because a lot of us are really sedentary as well. So you should be feeling that stretch along, whoop, I lost balance, but along the glute going in to the hamstring area. All this glute should be stretching. Awesome, bring it back to center gently. And then place that bad boy down. What we're gonna do next is a figure 4 stretch. So going to take our leg, fold it, your ankle should be touching your knee, like ankle to opposite knee. So like a 4. So everything should look like this when you're doing a figure 4. That's the base of your figure 4 stretch. Now what you're going to do is pull that opposite knee in towards your chest. You are going to be having your elbow sinking right into like your knee area and pressing outward. You are going to feel a stretch along the outside of your glute and leg for this. Now we are going to cross the leg. I like to call this a pretzel. And I am going to just hug my knee in and get a deeper stretch. Go ahead and release that down. So I'm going to go ahead and do a hug. Don't forget to breathe, like nice deep breath in and exhale to go deeper into the stretch. Go ahead and open up that leg a little bit. Getting the inside adductors nice and stretched as well from here. Bring that leg back to center and cross it over opposite. Bring your leg back to center. Go ahead and place it down. Get ready for figure 4. So again, we are opening up this leg, opening up our left leg right now. Left ankle is on the right knee thigh little area right here. And if you do not have the mobility to do the full figure 4 stretch, and I've been here before, like I may be a little bit more tight than usual, I will just place my hand here and go ahead and get a nice stretch. This will also give that adductor into like the hip flexor, give it a nice stretch here. Sometimes that area is gonna be a little bit tighter, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring everything close to the chest. And again, you're gonna be feeling on the back, like a little bit of hamstring you'll feel, and going into the glute. Really great glute stretch. Deep breath in, stretch into it a little bit more. Awesome, bring it down. We're gonna cross and do our pretzel. I don't even know if this is the pretzel stretch, but it makes sense to me. Bring that bad boy in. If you bring it in too much here, you're really not gonna feel it where it should. You wanna make sure that leg that's on top, you're grabbing it at the ankle and bringing that in. The opposite arm to the back of the knee. So each leg is getting some support to help with this stretch. Go ahead and release that down. I always love these. We're gonna be moving into lunge stretches next. So you can come up to your knees, and then we are going to go into our first lunge. I am starting with my right leg up and my left leg extended back. I'm going to lean into this hip. So I'm just literally letting my body weight drop into my hip. You should feel at like right where your hip is, stretching on your left leg. Right there. And these, I'll just kind of rock into them, hold it for a few seconds. release it back. So to get a deeper stretch into that hip flexor, we're gonna go back into leaning and forward. So pressing again with this whole hip into it, bringing up that left arm, lifting at the sternum, reaching back. Again, if you're not that flexible, it's okay. You don't need to do a full back bend here. Just enough to feel a little more stretch. Go ahead and bring that down. Go ahead and place both hands on the floor inside of your knee. We're gonna pop our back toe up into just an elevated lunge. Hang out here. You can use that right arm to press into that right leg a little bit. You're gonna feel a little bit more stretch on the inside part of your leg again here. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and bring up your right arm, twisting upward and reaching towards the sky. You can still do this from below if you don't have that stability, so you could drop your leg again if you want. Bring it back in, set your knee down, back in place. Again, we're in the base of this lunge, and I'm just pushing my hips forward, leaning into it. Go ahead and bring your right arm up. Let it lift your sternum, reach backwards. Nice deep stretch. 3, 2, 1, release it up. If you want to do it again, you can do that stretch again. We are going to fully lean forward. Go ahead and place your arms on the inside of your leg. Use your left arm to press out your left leg a little bit, get a little deeper stretch on the inside part of your left leg. Relax and reset. Go ahead and pop your right foot up. We're gonna reach up with our left arm, twisting into that hip more. You should be feeling the stretch in your glute as well on your left leg, and still feel some stretch in your hip flexors. Bring that down. I can hold that for a bit. I'm so sorry, guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop my right leg up in front and out. And I'm gonna lean into it here. It's kind of just reversing your lunge, just like a lateral lunge stretch. Holding here. You can reach into it more if you want. Out. And it doesn't have to be a full 180. I'm literally like right at a 45, and you'll be able to get a nice stretch doing that lateral lunge stretch. Go ahead and drop your arm. Reach. That last part is a little bit more advanced, and again, if you don't have that flexibility, it's fine just to kind of keep doing those lateral lunge stretches. Those will do the trick too. The other modification you can do, instead of reaching all the way down to the floor, you can pop your arm, let it just chill on your thigh, and reach that way too. You will feel a lot of stretch in the inner thigh that way because you're opening up that hip a lot more. Okay, the other bit that we're going to be doing for this like thoracic mobility is, it's gonna look like a crunch pretty much. You can work it down lower. So I'm really gonna start about like right at the middle part of the shoulder blade for that support. And you could progress and work down lower. This is gonna be one. If you do not have that full mobility, don't push yourself too crazy. You're good, you're good. So we're starting with the foam roller really like right at the base of my shoulder blades. I'm gonna literally set my hands up like I'm about to do a crunch. So hands behind my head, elbows out. I'm gonna reach backwards. So almost like I'm trying to look backwards and then bringing it back up with a crunch. Reaching back, so you don't have to do like a hard crunch. I kind of did the most there. Just bringing that back in. Hold, and bring it back. Now to progress this, you can move the foam roller lower. So I'm gonna bring this here, kind of mid back. Reaching back, bringing it up. I hope you all are feeling a little bit better and enjoyed the stretching. I know stretching can sometimes feel a little painful in another way, but I hope now that you're like moving your body, you're like, ooh, I feel a little bit more fluid, a little bit more mobile, less like Mr. Tin Man, because I'm not gonna have you walking around like that. So take care of yourself. Hang out with me on some other videos that I will have on the channel, and I can't wait to see you again.